everybody. I'm Jamie Kale Miller of Pandora Astrology here in Berkeley, California, and Julia's with me. Hey, Julia.
Hey guys, I'm Julia Mikas, also of Pandora, and I'm joining in from San Francisco.
And we want to tell you about the full moon in Scorpio that's happening this month. It's happening on April 26th. We're calling this one Focused Obsession Balanced with Calm Objectivity. And that's because the Scorpio moon, when it's the full moon in Scorpio, is pretty intense. I mean, full moons tend to be intense, and they also tend to be relational in general. But this one is possibly one of the most intense moons of the year. This moon has some great support from Mars and Vesta. So there's actually quite a bit of harmony in this moon. And if there is any stress, it would be the square to Saturn, but I didn't even mark it because it's beyond the range. It's beyond 5 degrees away from this moon. So I didn't bother to mark it, but Uranus is involved here with the Sun in Taurus. And we know that Uranus moving along Taurus for 7 years, as it's doing, it's approaching the middle of its journey through Taurus. And it's bringing, some pretty unusual Taurian factors. So Julia, what thoughts come up in your mind when you look at this moon?
Well, when you said focus, that makes a lot of sense because of that sextile with Vesta in there. And Scorpio, the sign itself, can be rather focused too. So yeah, definitely focus. And you know what I find kind of an interesting contrast in this moon is the Scorpio Taurus axis has a rather possessive quality to it. Both Scorpio and Taurus can be possessive in their own way. And Uranus is kind of like the antithesis of possessiveness. So there, and it's just kind of thrown in there. So it could be that there might be issues in your relationships between attachment and detachment, whether that's on an emotional plane or a physical plane. What's yours? What are either the material or the emotional things that you might be very, very possessive of, and where are other areas where you kind of might need to practice a little bit more detachment at the same time.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to that. And I think this is really a very stubborn moon, and it could really represent some entrenched battles. So like if you're in a partnership, maybe one of you is possessive of things, the other one is possessive of people, and you get into some battles around that. Somebody's feeling rebellious or reactive, just decides to dig in their heels and resist being controlled. There could be some emotional outbursts with this, or there could be some, retreating sullenly to your corner that goes on. But I do think that it's helped and mitigated and softened a lot by the trines and sextiles with Vesta and Mars, which do actually go all the way around. I mean, Mars sextiles that sun as well as trining the moon, and Vesta, yeah, it does. It trines the sun as well as sextiling the moon. So Mars and Vesta stand to really help to tap off the intensity, the stubbornness, the resistance to change. I mean, if there's anything Scorpio is famous for, it's how can we turn this situation around so that you're the one who has to change, not me? And we know that Taurus is like, oh, change? No, sorry,
right.
just not going there. No, not at all. So neither of these signs wants to change for the other, but Mars and Vesta might help to soften those dilemmas. So if you have anything near 7 degrees of a fixed sign, these being the fixed signs, then you're going to feel this. And especially if your birthday is at the end of the month, in the beginning of a fixed sign. In other words, at the end of July, around the 27th of July, then your sun would be in Leo, and it would be really close to the degree of this moon, and you would feel this. and really anywhere between 2 and 12 degrees of a fixed sign, and you would feel this. And you would feel it for about 3 days, the day before, the day of, and the day after this is happening, which is the 26th. So hope you enjoyed this one. You can find us on YouTube at Pandora Astrology. We've got a channel where we put our news videos up. We've got a bunch of videos about things going on this year astrologically, as well as putting up new videos every month, and lots of other fun and interesting content that we've been putting out recently about Saturn in the charts of children and adults. And you can also find our website, pandoraastrology.com, where you can get readings or even take classes. And until next time, we'll see you around the cosmos. Bye.
Bye-bye.